established rich coming right back at you. There are moments in life where you don't have to pick a side to feel the weight of what you're watching. This is one of those moments. Big U is facing a federal RICO case. Whatever anybody thinks about him, whatever history exists, when a man is dealing with federal charges, that is not small. That is years. That is freedom. That is family sitting at home waiting on phone calls. And right in the middle of that storm, we hear Wack 100 say his name has been dragged into the situation. He says he was publicly accused of helping federal authorities, and he says his legal team is pressuring him to file a defamation suit if a retraction doesn't come within 30 days. Now hold up right there, because accusing a man of cooperating with the feds in this day and age is not a light thing. That is a serious label. That label can damage business and it can damage your reputation. It can follow you long after the court date is gone. And Wack 100 is saying, I ain't going out like that.
Big U, when he turned himself in, made accusations that Wack 100 and 600, he mentioned loose cannon, which he may very well be, but Wack 100 and 600 was working with the feds to take him down.
Wack, loose cannon, 600, and this internet stuff. All of y'all filed. All y'all who be sending shit around the internet, all y'all who be promoting and listening to what these niggas saying, all y'all giving these likes and hidden likes, all y'all supporting this. All y'all guilty of this fuck shit. If you had something against a black man, you should handle it with a black man in the streets. Wack said 100 times he was gonna take my contracts. He working with the FBI. The FBI went to the city 3 days in a row and told the city they didn't want nobody to give me no more money. They went to all the different celebrities and told all the different celebrities, don't give me no money, don't help me, don't do nothing for me. They going around scaring and intimidating everybody. But y'all sitting it around getting people in trouble. Like y'all don't understand what the FBI do to black men who try to help their community. I ain't been nothing but a help to our community. But I guess it is what it is. This the price of being black and trying to help somebody, trying to help your community and do what you can.
He said this to the world. My legal team, when it comes to my overall businesses and things that I do, they have some say-so in this matter. So I've been fighting them on what I didn't want to do, which is file anything against Big U for defamation and slander, as I did with World Star and LA Media, and I won that case, and I got paid. So anybody that talks to this man, communicates with this man, I'm trying my best to keep my legal team from doing what they feel they're obligated to do, because my legal team is also my business partners in a lot of my business, and they feel like in the long run it could affect the business. So we need a statement retracting that. I'm gonna tell you what I need to fight my legal team. If a statement retracting what he said, which he knows is false, there's no claim or proof of. Matter of fact, in federal court, they addressed it and went on the record and said that they've never talked to, dealt with, communicated, spoke to with Wack 100 or 600 regarding any of these things, in fact, ever, right? I need that retraction. If not, I'm letting y'all know, y'all hearing here first. The man is already up under enough pressure. I'm going to be forced to go at any and everything, catalogs, real estate, whatever he might have any type of possession of ownership of, I'm going to be forced to go at it. Are y'all hearing it first? So anybody know this dude? Y'all talk to him, holler at him. Give me that so I can go back and tell my legal team, listen, he retracted it, let it be. It's something I don't want to do. But at the end of the day, when I'm at the table of business and I'm dealing with my partners, my word only goes so far. So once again, y'all hearing it here. If I don't see something or can't fight with nothing, probably in the next 10 to 30 days, they're going to go on and do what they're going to do. And when they do it, I'll let y'all know they did it. You know, I ain't got no problem. I ain't hiding nothing, but I'm letting y'all know. So any of y'all got any type of communication with this dude out there, I strongly suggest that you holler at him and let him know what this is and what this ain't. Again, this is something I don't want to do. They've been pressing me to do it for the last 6-7 months, right? He know he told a lie and he ain't got a leg to stand on. The federal government is going to walk up in that civil court and say, we don't know this man. We ain't had no dealings or communication with this man. And at that point, he's done, because now he has to show where these things have happened, and he can't show that, right? And Lord forbid 600 tells me, hey, Wack, shit, you getting paid, throw me in there too. Once again, it's his Wack bringing it to y'all. Then sometime next month, if a retraction is not there, I'm going to step back and I'm going to allow my legal team to do what they do.
This is where the energy shifts, because now it's not just an accusation. It is a potential legal war. It is talk of going after anything and everything owned. Catalogs, real estate, whatever's on paper. And that's the part that feels heavy. Not because a man shouldn't defend his name, but because of the timing. When someone is already in a federal fight, already under a microscope, already facing the possibility of losing everything, and then another battle opens up, that feels like pressure on top of pressure. There was a time when the street code said, you handle business when both men are standing. You don't add weight to somebody already in a sale. But this era is different. This era is about protecting your brand, protecting your business, protecting your future deals. And if you Wack, from his perspective, you thinking, if I don't address this now, this label might stick. And if I don't move legally, the internet might decide for me. And that's real too. Because from the outside looking in, it feels cold. It feels like when a man is down, some people want him even lower. And this is the part that makes it sad to watch, because it ain't just about two men. This is about what happens when power, ego, and survival collide under federal pressure. There's a difference between defending your name and turning up the pressure on the man who can't even defend himself properly. When somebody is in a cell, they don't have access to the internet back and forth. They are at the mercy of court dates and lawyers. So when the world hears, retract it or I'm coming for everything, and one of the men is already in federal custody, that creates a power imbalance. And that power imbalance is what people are feeling. This ain't about who is right. This is about how it looks. And it looks like a man who is already fighting the biggest fight of his life has now got to worry about a civil case, about assets, about what his family gonna have left. And I'm gonna say this plain. When you talk about going after real estate and catalogs while somebody is locked up, it feels like you trying to finish the job, even if that's not your intention, even if you just protecting your business. That's how it look. Because on the outside looking in, it don't just feel like defense. It feels like an advantage. It feels like you know the other man can't really fight back. And that's the part that makes people uncomfortable. This is a cautionary tale, because a lot of men build their image on being the strongest voice in the room, the most intimidating presence, the one who can make calls and shift energy. But when federal pressure enters, all that intimidation go out the window. All that reputation don't stop indictments. And sometimes that same energy you use to control rooms is the energy people use against you. This is why you gotta be careful how you move when you up, because the game gonna remember. And when you vulnerable, people decide whether they gonna stand back or step harder. And I'ma land it like this. This ain't about who is right. This is about consequences. Be careful what you say. Be careful who you say it about. And more importantly, be careful who you build with. Because when times are good, everybody's smiling. Everybody laughing the same. Everybody calling each other brother. But when times get bad, language changes. The tone changes. And the friendship gets tested in real time. When a man is free, he can defend himself. He can go live. He can call you out. But when a man is locked up, you can't hear his voice. And that's when you see who moves carefully and who moves strategically. This situation is a reminder that words are not cheap. Calling somebody a federal cooperator is not a small thing. Those are lines that don't erase easy. And when you mix pride with public accusation, you create a fire that does not burn quietly. If you're watching this, learn something from it. Don't build relationships based on power. Build them on character. Don't move like every alliance is forever, because pressure always reveals priorities. And sometimes the person you thought was solid is gonna protect their own name when the fire get hot. This is why you have to be disciplined with your words, disciplined with your associations, disciplined with your enemies, because you never know what conversation gonna come back when you at your lowest. This is a case study in how fast energy can shift. And once it shifts, it don't come back. But hey, that's just my opinion. What's yours? Like, comment, subscribe. Established Rich. I'll be back with another one. Peace.